Welcome back to another Crafty Christmas in July hosted by my good friend Heather's Crafty Life. This is going to be the final layout for this mini series, and today I'm going to be working on my own personal album. So the first couple layouts that I did was for my daughter's best friend's album, and now I'm working on my own daily December from 2015. I think it's about time I finish this one up. All right, so I'm working on day 7 and day 8, and I make my pocket pages very simple when it comes to the daily December, because I am trying to get them done quickly versus spending so much time on them and then something like this 4 years later and it still is not done. So I grabbed my Pink Paisley Yuletide collection because the two collections I am going to be using throughout this album is Pink Paisley Yuletide and the Cozy Christmas from Simple Stories. So the first thing I do is I cut it down to size, which is a 4x6. I realize that it is a little short. The paper is not reaching the end. There's too much of a gap. So what I did is I added an extra 1/8 to the end of that paper, and I just did the opposite of whatever paper was the 4x6. So if it was the red diagonal stripe paper, then I added the green at that end, and then, so on and so forth. Once I got done doing that, and I had basically the background of the paper done, I am now going to move on to embellishments. So you guys all know me. I use whatever I have. I looked in my stash, went through what I had, and I really gravitated towards this acetate piece of an embellishment. I really am enjoying using acetate as long as I have the stickiness for my, or refill for my Xyron, because once you put them through your Xyron, you can no longer see the adhesive. Now, I was finding that I really wanted to add a few layers, but I didn't have anything that kind of would layer up that wouldn't take up too much space, because I still wanted to add my journaling for each of these days. So what I decided to do was I used either dies, or sometimes I will use punches, and it's always basic shapes. So in this case, I'm using the EK Success Ticket Punch. I absolutely love that one. I believe you can still find it on Amazon. So once I get that all punched up, I then grabbed my Felicity Jane stapler. She no longer carries this as she used to, where you could pay to have your name engraved in it. In this case I did. And I only use this gold stapler to house my gold staples. So I'm stapling all that down, and then I went through the brads and found a brad that I really liked. But once I got done putting the acetate paper embellishments on, I realized I can't use the brad anymore. And the reason why is because the brad's ring, the metal part, is silver, and everything on these two little pocket pages, sorry, that is my dog, is gold. So I instead then went to the Pink Paisley Yuletide enamel dots, and man, I wish I had a ton of those, because they're just plain simple enamel dots, but they also have pattern paper behind it, which is really cool. Next, then I'm going to add the numbers to my date, because the original numbers that I was using, I don't have anymore. I, kind of went really quickly. So I'm just using the ones that are in the sticker sheet of the Simple Stories, and I'm going to layer that up as well using those tickets to house the date. Now, once I get done, I do add some Heidi Swapp Gold Shine, and I go ahead and add those sprinkles, and then in the empty space that you see below, that is where I'm going to house my journaling. It's just a very simple little short story, and then that's it. All right, everybody, I have to say that this has been a really fun series. I enjoyed this so much, to document a little bit of what I could in the month of July and not have to stress on it during the actual holiday. I hope you enjoyed this too. Be sure to check out all the lovely ladies down below in the description box, because Heather is going to be doing a giveaway sponsored by My Little Craft Book Store, and I don't want you guys to miss out on it. So I definitely want you guys to make sure you're subscribing, so that way you get entered into the drawing, and good luck to everyone. All right, y'all have a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.